ready to go. Here we go with Blaze, Davino, shaking hands, and we're underway here in the center of mat 4. It's the semifinals at 133. Both wrestlers trying to work in on one another. Davino trying to work in here on a Russian tie. He's in on that left arm here of Blaze. Blaze trying to pull in on the head. And he does pull in on the head. Now Davino tying up on the wrist. Blaze continuing to work on the head as Davino continues to tie up on the elbow. And forearm here of Blaze. In on that right leg, and off the edge they go was Davino. Still no score, 2:25 remaining now in the opening period. Boy, some wild action here as Jax Forrest gets the initial takedown, and they are flopping all over the place down there on mat 3. Meanwhile, Blaze trying to create an opportunity here against Davino. Davino staying really low in good position. And they are continuing to work in the center of the mat now 1 minute into the opening period with no score between Blaze and Davino. Blaze pushing in here. Tying up on the wrist of Davino. Davino tries to lower his level. Pulls in on the head of Blaze. Both wrestlers continuing to work right in the center of the mat. Blaze and his brother Joey, one of two sets of brothers in the semifinals tonight. The Ferrari brothers are also in the semifinals. Angelo for Iowa and AJ for Nebraska. As Marcus Blaze snaps down hard on the head of Davino. He's trying to circle in on that right side. Davino tied up on the elbow. Won't give up the corner there, and they break apart. 1:10 left to wrestle here in the opening period. Blaze and Davino both just looking for that opportunity. Davino gets some good movement going. Blaze stays with him. Blaze trying to work back in here on Davino. Both wrestlers working here, really trying to work angles with 45 seconds left to wrestle in the opening period. No score here. Blaze driving forward. Davino takes a couple of steps back. Now Davino pushes back in and circles slightly to the left. Blaze down on his right knee here as he pulls in on the head of Davino. Now back to his feet, still working on the head. Davino tying up on that right elbow of Blaze, throws him by. 20 seconds left here in a scoreless opening period between Blaze and Davino. Seidel was out for the escape. He trails 3-1 to Jax Forrest in the other semifinal. Davino and Blaze continuing to pull in on one another here as the first period ends. We go to the second, no score here. And it is Davino with the choice. He'll take bottom to begin the second period. Jax Forrest back in on a single leg. Seidel with a whizzer trying to fight this off. And Seidel comes up under the arms here with a counter attempt. At the end of the period, they'll go to the second with Forrest leading 3-1. Marcus Blaze is going to set up on the right elbow here. Davino is set. I think we had a caution there on Blaze. Now Blaze trying to hang on as Davino gets to his feet. Blaze trying to lock in around the midsection, trying to trip him to the mat. Davino still trying to work out here as Blaze drops in on the legs and they go off the far edge of the mat just 11 seconds into period 2. Davino setting himself underneath. Blaze on the right elbow. No score here at 1:33. Davino to his feet. Blaze is going to lose his grip, and Davino turns in for the escape. It is a 1-0 lead for Ben Davino of Ohio State. 15 seconds of riding time advantage on the board there for Blaze. 1:30 left to wrestle here in the period. Blaze really working here on the head of Davino, trying to snap down and circle in. Davino again tying up on that left elbow, preventing Blaze from being able to throw him by. And we'll get a stalemate with 1:20 left to wrestle here in the second period. Boy, what a battle this is. Exactly what we expected. And now in on a head inside single is Blaze. He picks up on the leg, trying to drive through. Now he picks up high on the leg. Davino bouncing up and down on his left foot here. Blaze tried to trip him to the mat. Marcus Blaze gets in behind. He can't quite get the other leg yet. Davino still fighting it off here on the near right edge. Blaze is in deep. He's trying to pull back in on the leg. Davino rolls through, catches the ankle now of Blaze. Blaze trying to turn back in here at the edge of the mat. Davino trying to drive through. They come off the edge. It's still a 1-0 lead for Ben Davino. Boy, some great wrestling here on both mats. Pushing back in again is Blaze. That close to getting the takedown on Davino. Couldn't finish it. 30 seconds left here in period 2. Blaze pulling back in here on the head of Davino. Davino tapping now at the head of Blaze. Hand fighting here. Both wrestlers really working. I mean, they are doing everything they can to get the other out of position just a little bit to try to create a scoring opportunity. We're down to 8 seconds left here in period 2. It is a 1-0 lead for Davino, but man, this has been an action-packed opening 5 minutes. We go to the third period. Blaze will have the choice and will take bottom, looking for an escape to tie the bout. Or with Marcus, possibly looking for a reversal to take the lead. Davino will set up on the left elbow. Here comes Blaze to his feet. Davino locks in around the midsection. Blaze on his feet, and now Davino will push him away for the escape. It's 1-1. Both wrestlers right in the center of the mat. Blaze trying to drive in here. Davino takes one step back. Now Davino staying really low. Elbows in. Here comes Blaze trying to create a little motion. Davino stays right with them. Both wrestlers continuing to tie up here. Hand fighting again, just trying to create that little opening here. Both wrestlers really working to do it. We are down to 1:20 left to wrestle here in the third. Davino and Blaze continuing to work in on one another. Blaze takes a couple of steps forward here, trying to push in on Davino. Davino, again, staying in really good position. Just so hard to get him out of that position. We're down to 1 minute left to wrestle in the third. It's a 1-1 bout. Blaze, again, pulling in here on the head of Davino. Davino trying to circle now to the right, tapping at the head of Blaze. Blaze staying right in Davino's face this time. A lot of hand fighting. Davino lowers his level. Now Blaze drops down, trying to get the right leg. Can't get there. Davino tries to shoot in. Blaze blocks him off. Now Blaze pulling in on the head. Comes under the arms. Tying up on the elbows is Davino. They come off the near edge. We have 31 seconds left here in the third. Jax Forrest is leading 8-1 in the other semifinal over Aaron Seidel of Virginia Tech. Down to 1:45 remaining in the third period in that one. Blaze, hand fighting here with Davino. Trying to shoot in on that right leg. Can't get there. Now Davino pushes back in an over-under tie-up. Blaze drops to his knees. Blaze trying to get down into the legs here, but Davino keeping him at bay. We're down to just 5 seconds left here in the third. And for the third time this season, Marcus Blaze and Ben Davino are heading to overtime. Tied 1-1. 2 minutes on the clock. First pointer points wins it. No stall warnings through the first 7 minutes. Both wrestlers in the center of the mat. Blaze trying to reach up, pulling in on the head of Davino. Davino now circling slightly to the right. Marcus Blaze really dialed in here. Trying to pull in on the head. He wants to get in on that right leg. You can see it. He tries to get there and just tapped at the right knee. Couldn't quite get to it to pull it in. Still working, and now it's Davino taking a shot on the right leg of Blaze, who sprawls back. Now Blaze driving back in here on Davino in the center of the mat. 1:15 left to wrestle. Hand fighting here. Davino lowering his level, trying to get Blaze to react. Blaze staying in good position. Both wrestlers just continuing to work. And looking for what now would be a winning opportunity to get points on the board. Blaze really picking up the pace here, trying to drive in on the legs. He gets Davino backing up. Penn State fans want a stall warning as they go off the edge of the mat. No warning is given. Both wrestlers back in the center. Blaze trying to circle in on that right side. Davino keeps him off that right leg. 45 seconds left here in the overtime period. Blaze right in the center of the mat. Davino shoots in. He has the right leg of Blaze. He comes up through the legs. Blaze trying to fight it off. Davino coming out the back door. Blaze trying to turn in. Davino gets under the other leg. No takedown yet. He has the ankle. He's driving through. Blaze rolls through, tries to catch the leg. They're on the near side. They go off the edge. No takedown awarded. The challenge brick thrown by Ohio State. This is going to be close. The Buckeyes think they have the winning takedown. It was awfully close if they didn't. It is no takedown. Here we go. 14 seconds remaining in Sun victory. Marcus Blaze still has life here in the semifinals. Both wrestlers on the restart. Tying up, little hand fighting. Blaze now pointing on the head of Davino. And he'll tap at the head. We're heading to the tiebreakers for the third time this season between Blaze and Davino. It'll be Blaze with the choice first. He'll defer his option. And Davino will take bottom to begin the first of the two 30-second periods here in the tiebreaker. Again, no stall warnings against either wrestler. Blaze sets up on the right elbow. Davino gets the hip out, and now dropping down on that left leg is Blaze. Hanging onto the leg, he'll work up that left leg, hooks around the waist, maintaining control here. They go flopping in on one another. Still out the back door, here comes Blaze, maintaining control on the far edge. Off the edge they go. Marcus Blaze has 16 seconds of riding time advantage. The Ohio State fans voicing their displeasure, but Blaze with a good job there, maintaining control for now 16 seconds. He'll set up on the right elbow. Here comes Davino again, getting the hips away. Blaze trying to hang on. Davino's out for the escape with 9 seconds left. 2-1 the lead for Davino. 21 seconds of riding time advantage for Marcus Blaze. As we go to the second 30-second tiebreaker period, it'll be Blaze on bottom, his choice. Needing to get out within 21 seconds here. Again, they'll keep wrestling the full 30. Setting up on the left elbow is Davino. Here comes Blaze to his feet, trying to peel out of there. Davino locks in through the legs, maintaining control. Blaze still on his feet. Blaze still on his feet. Davino trying to bring him to the mat, cannot. Stall warning issued against Davino. Blaze trying to turn in. Davino still locked in. Blaze turning in. He's trying to hip in, trying to come around here. Blaze hanging onto the feet, hanging onto the feet. Blaze back to his feet. Davino hanging on. Blaze rolls out. Davino hangs onto the leg. Davino wins it on the ride out. Jay Jaggers pointing to the center of the mat. It is an emotional sport. There is no question about that. Cody Sanderson and Cale Sanderson asking about either a locked hands or a stall call here, one or the other, and they did throw the challenge brick. And that is going to be the victory for Davino. Davino tapping at his heart and his chest.